Hello, welcome back to Sims Time. God, that emote really was big in chat, wasn't it? Hey, I'm feeling fine. The one thing is that it's just really warm at the moment, and when the weather is warm, my brain kind of shuts off. So, sorry I was coming on a bit late. It's because I just get very lax and I assume everything's gonna be fine. I guess the warmth like turns off my anxiety disorder, and then I don't know how to do anything. Hello Radrush, hello Scenes, hello Soul Bossman, hello. Oh my gosh, sorry. How do I say your name? Cool Meets HG 4M32. Was that right? Hello Merc. I hope I remember. I sometimes fail to connect people's names to who they actually are. Anyway, welcome back everybody. Oh, cool, Meth Games in Homestuck. That makes a lot more sense. If I forget, I might call you Meth by mistake. I'm sorry if I do. So, what if I did like an introduction to our little game here? Because I never really do that. the little flat fez. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's unseasonably warm for where I am. Which I mean, if you come from anywhere else in the world, you'd be like, no, that's just nice weather. No, I can't tolerate heat in any form. Meth and the cooler meth. Helio. So, this is the game where we play our Sims family and we try and get them, make them reach success, while my Twitch viewers are able to intervene and force me to do stuff. Looking forward to a fine game of Sims 4 free of any sort of audience meddling, or I'll just be furious. So, like, there's not as much audience participation as I think there could be, even. So, what are the things you can do? There's, like, light options where you can force me to change a character's outfit. That's just there in case someone wants to just, I don't know, remind everyone what a certain outfit looks like. The outfits are there, they don't get used often. How often are we using the party outfits, really? But you can also force me to add items from the shop as long as we can afford them, or add a lot in town somewhere, that kind of thing. There's a lot more we could be doing, honestly. I think 99% of you people should be a lot more ruthless about using your points and telling me to do things that are weird, and the other 1% should do it less. There was who was the family that I was gonna mess with? Somebody was bald. Somebody here was bald, and we were like, let's fix that. Why don't we actually fix them? Now, it was Alexander, but then we did fix him, kind of. Does anyone remember who was the bald one? My god, what happened to the pancakes? Well, that's not quite bald, that's fine. Arturo pancakes and then another baby? They just kept going. How are these guys? The grandparents have died and they have 3 kids. And that one dog that I kind of hate. Hang on a sec, I need to remind myself. Somebody here grew up bald and we needed to fix them. Oh yeah, Gustav Fring lives there too, of course. No one lives here. Sorry, give me a sec. I just want to iron this out. Bert and Ernie there, of course. They're fine. There's a lot of these guys. They just kept having children. They're fine. God, this looks like the picture of the snapshot of the family looks like some kind of splash you would get on the news when a man has murdered his entire family. We gotta get Gus a boyfriend. True. The famous chicken mogul himself. The Sims are having litters. Yeah, apparently when you just leave the automated storyline on, this happens. This is so frightening. This does look like a cult family. This is kind of horrible. The first two, Sophia and Elsa, come with the game. The following 4 children have just been generated. Gina, Darnell, Alejandro. Why? That's appropriation. And Bruce. Why have they done that? Why has this happened? Okay, it wasn't any of these guys. Bruce is already 57. Yeah, it's the Nordic last name that just it would be kind of more acceptable if it wasn't for that. She's still going with her, like, why is she wearing that? She's still got 4 cats. What the fuck is with this cat's face? They didn't have any kids. I wish they just let you. I mean, can they adopt? I guess maybe the game can't generate kids for them, which is homophobic. What happened to these guys? 2 normal kids, 1 extra one, a cat named Tiger for some reason. It wasn't these guys. I'm pretty sure these guys weren't bald. Oh yeah, Kaiden Nalenko lives here. Oh yeah, she died. That's also someone who died. They had a ton of kids for some reason. I can't believe... So, it doesn't know how to assign names to Sims. Do they renovate the house to make space for the extra kids, or do they just fight with the same furniture? It does not change anything about the layout of the house. They just put more children in there, in the same space, somewhere. Which is kind of... That's another, like, police special on TV for you to think about. It doesn't understand how different areas have different ethnicities to them. So the Kealohas are made up of Makoa, Liliana, this is just a guy who lives with them, their daughter, Nani, but the rest of the kids were just generated. So suddenly, Haley, Michaela, and Kaiden. Oh yeah, there were 2 Kaidens. I wonder if we can get Kaiden Alenko to meet that guy. I'm gonna find Baldy. I will find them. I think the Charms had some kids. They look normal. They aren't doing anything. Oh yeah, we put a Starbucks in here. The ghost of Ashley Williams to move in. I mean, I literally can't stop you, but I don't feel like we should lean too far into any one property, if you see what I mean. Miku lives here, of course. We love Miku. That woman's just on her own. The Watsons, they're doing okay. Oh, did he die? Oh my god, Imran turned into... Oh my god! He looks like someone who does, like, Instagram all the time. The Imran in my game looks completely different. He's like a little humble gardening caretaker guy with a big moustache. I cannot believe how different this one looks. He's glossy, he's got contoured cheekbones, and he's evil! What happened? I guess that's what happened if your father dies. She got an unflattering haircut, but that's okay. And then they had another boy called Bo. Did the Scotts have some kids? Yeah, they had Kelsey and Kayla. Well, that's fairly normal. Oh, and Octavia. Okay. Oh. Queer-coded villain? Imran is getting good work on My Hot Boss is a Billionaire book covers. Yeah, that's his job. It has to be. I'm so baffled. It's the same sim. Genetically, they look the same. In fact, should I show you my sim? Would that be... Like, I don't want to get too in the weeds here, but... Look at this guy. This is how Imran has turned out in this randomized version, right? He's kind of small here, but if you can see him, he has got, like, slicked back hair and shaved sides. And his cheekbones are kind of dazzling, and I think he's wearing makeup. He looks like some kind of model. If I just if I just head out real quick. This is the snapshot from the game I was playing, and the man on the left is Imran. That is the same sim. At the same age, I think. This is the young adult version of the same sim, but in my game I was like, yeah, he's just a guy who lives in a country village. And next to him is his wife. Interestingly, in each of these games, one of their parents died, but it was different parents. In my game, James survived, and in the other game, James died. Funny. But yeah, this is the non-model version. I didn't even know you could do that with him. It's kind of just stunned at how the game has stunted on my ability to go away. Okay, where is the bald one? Someone here is bald. Was it one of their kids? No, but they do have one that looks kind of like they're glowing. Jeff, we're gonna keep an eye on you. They're fine. Oh yeah, Danny got like a girlfriend. Johnny Zest just lives there with a horse now. Who was it? Oh my god. I know somebody was bald. Oh yeah, there's my dad in there. They had a kid already. Oh yeah, Miko lives there, of course. Okay, now this is more of... Oh, happy birthday, by the way, Arataki Ito. It is his birthday today. I really, really need to see who this was. I know somebody was bald. And now it's more of a case of... surely I wasn't mistaken. Oh, Summer Holiday died. I remember now. I may be the only person who, like, feels anything about Summer Holiday. Okay, maybe... God, I cannot remember. Alright, I'll have to leave it. There's no point, like, skimming around, but I swear somebody was bald. And if I find out who it was... Anyway, let's get simming. We've got a child to raise. All things considered, this is not really a bad bedroom. It would be a nice room if you had it. How did we end up with so many participation? I guess we're doing it every week and just not very well. How is Hallie? She's just asleep. Her needs are decent. Nobody's bald in my town and gets to live. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry to take it out on bald people. I had a dream recently that I was both... You know when you have a dream when you're back in high school? It was that dream, except I was also undergoing pattern baldness. And, like, it was on top of everything else. I was like, I've got a maths quiz in the next hour period. And also I'm going bald. And I didn't know what to do about it. Does anyone want to psychoanalyze me based on that? What are you up to, Gacy? And proms tomorrow! Now, come on, let's not Americanize this. Great job, Gacy. Oh, 3E has gone somewhere, and Pork Chop is... Where is Pork Chop? Pork Chop? I think Pork Chop's under the bed. The land grab teen. No, I didn't fix him. Maybe he aged up and changed his hairstyle. And the pre-Halloween sixth form disco is tomorrow. That's more like it. We did kind of Americanize it ourselves by putting the giant burger on the wall. Well, Hallie is up and she's ready to wiggle. She's also kind of hungry. Sorry, were the lights just flickering for anyone else? What is that? Wow, now she's just staring at things. Okay. The baby crying is fucking with the lights. Oh, like Monsters Inc. Yeah, that's how that works. I like how babies just look at things and think about them, and you can see that they're doing it. Because that's just what babies do. They'll just look at things and be like, this is the first time I've seen this in my life. I don't know what to make of it. And you've surrounded them with things that look like aliens, and you're expecting them to understand what's going on? Like, no. Oh my god, he's still wearing the necklace in bed. Hello? Cat? Where are you? Oh, there he is. Don't wake them up, okay? What are you doing? Alright, they've managed to make it to 7:30 in the morning. That's a decent sleep. I think they can get up now. Come on. What does that necklace do again? I mean, apart from look absolutely slaying. Oh yeah, it makes him a better wizard. I have to charge it up though if you want it to keep working. Oh god, they're doing automatic baby care. This won't go well. Unlike Gacy, Porkchop does not give a damn about the player camera. True! Gacy, show us some... Oh, she just wants to have kittens again. So, yeah, you can't really let Sims take care of infants on their own. They don't really get it. They will pick them up and then put them down on the floor. And then someone else will come and pick them up and then put them down on the floor again. They don't... It doesn't work. Apparently, he is now bottle feeding the baby, but he's decided to sit down at the table. Can you tell I'm a little bit annoyed by how badly this is programmed? Well, she's having fun anyway. It's fine. There's literally flies massing, but it's fine. Oh, she's babbling! And Gideon went, hell yeah, and left her lying on the floor. Alright, change diaper. For God's sake, do something. Ignores the baby gameplay. Okay, so remember how I told you to change her diaper and you didn't do it? Okay, that's one thing. She's also hungry. Feed. Feed baby. Time to pick her up and put her down some more. Okay, we've got her fed. Right, we are partly of the way there. I think she's going to ask for a bath. How she's going to do that when she's just babbled 2 seconds ago, I'm not sure.
Oh, Gadna. Yebs. Maps.
You look awfully proud of yourself for someone who hasn't done anything all day. Ooh, films. What are you reading? He's reading the Gluttonspiel and probably thinking about how it compares to the cinematic version. Gideon and Hallie have just become good friends. He's just like me for real. Okay, she does need a bath. Are you gonna do that, or do I need to... Okay, bye Felix. Oh, that was right. We were gonna put her in a back carrier. And take her to see some of the world today, because otherwise she just... No, we're gonna put her down. She does kind of just live in a bunker, and that's probably not good for children. I don't have kids myself, so I can't be sure, but I think if you lived in an underground bunker, you should probably take them outside sometimes. This is just a guess.
Oh,
They go in this like little baby seat. And then your sim just like waits for several like minutes. Sims doesn't have vitamin D mechanics. Well, it should. Can you imagine if it did? That's how you bath a baby.
hey.
Well done, everybody. Let's... My vitamin D bar. Guys. Oh, no, I think Plant Sims do have that. It's just I never do Plant Sims because for some ridiculous reason, Plant Sims are the only non-human type of sim that is temporary. It's not something you can actually be. It is something you can turn into for a short period of time. I don't understand why they did this because I would really like to have Plant Sims, especially as someone who like comes from a game environment where we have a lot of plant people. Yeah, exactly. Like that would be right up my alley, but I just don't do it because it's a temporary transformation thing and that's boring. I don't know why they had to do us dirty like that, but apparently everyone's talking about how the next expansion is going to be we get fairies and that now that's all anyone cares about. So I guess just screw what. Anyway, hello Rainbow Dragon. Welcome to this thing. I think since he's actually holding her right now, we should try and do take her outside right now before anything else can go wrong. There we go. That is really cute. He can go for a jog. He needs to jog off a little bit of that tummy. Go jogging. Let's see what happens. She doesn't like it instantly. She hates this a lot. Like, why do you hate this? Hell yeah! Don't fall on the baby, please! Why is she so upset? This is horrifying! What, who is this? Oh god, give me a sec, someone's calling me. Hang on. It's some social services. This is apparently not acceptable. Why is she crying? She does kind of want a nap, but she also really likes being carried and she's feeling really great and is well cared for. So why are you... Oh, she's trying to sleep. And it's upsetting. Well, this was a really bad idea, actually. Oh, no. No, this is terrible. Okay, she's asleep. There was no point to this. She doesn't get to see the outdoors because she just fell asleep instantly. And also, it kind of sucks here. I mean, you wouldn't want to take your kids outdoors in the summer heat in Death Valley. She will grow up having never seen the sky. What's Felix doing? Felix is being an absolute legend, as usual. Oh god, what a view. I'm so glad we have those. Oh, we put the music on too. Okay, why don't you come over and like just shear your sheep for a minute. Apparently Rug is still afraid of fire. I don't like how the baby's head kind of bounces around. I don't know if she's old enough for this. It worries me a little bit. Did she have a nice nap? There we go. Why don't you put her down? Like just in the desert sand and let her observe the world while we go and make some... Yeah. Yeah, she's fine. Off you go. Babies love being jostled. It hardens their brains for the coming winter. This is so sad, actually. Guys, do we want Ukupanipo to come over and hang out with... Do you think he wants to try out our pool? Can I just get a chat? Who give a damn? I mean, yeah, to be honest. Does anyone care if Ukupanipo comes over? Does he have any friends? I don't think so. Yeah, that sounds like several no's. Okay, that's a no. Gideon needs to... has... falling over work to be done. Oh, she doesn't like the radio. I don't think he would help with the baby. I think he'd probably just go swimming. Oh, Felix is gonna come over and give her a cuddle. Baby hates cottagecore. I think so. Oh shit. Wait. I just need to make sure. What's it under? Oh yes, I have safer streaming on. Okay, just checking. I don't want to get banned. Cottagecore goes against her electronica nature. That's so true. Aww. Play the sci-fi music for her. Okay, let's see what happens. Electronica for baby. Electronica good for baby. She's sad because it's really hot. Oh god. Wiggle to music. Well, we can do that when she learns how to sit, but until then, I think we're gonna have to take her back downstairs. You can't raise children in Death Valley. It's just not possible to do this. Put her down there. Kraftwerk baby! I mean, that's pretty much what we've done here. And, like, no joke, I think it's really cool. This baby room is really good.
Oh,
Do we even want to make more children? Because I think we've ended up with a really good one. Sleeping next to Pork Chop? No, you... oh, okay. What are you doing? Okay, I think she really just needs to have a nap, so we'll leave her to do it. Sorry, what was that, Pork Chop? Mars has asked me to buy the Smitten Kittens Feline Florals White Cat. Let's find out what that is. Okay, the white cat is the first one. First one with a pink flower in it. Where should we put this? This is kind of like the cat corner. We could put a shelf, or we could put... What about the bathroom? Is this like a good bathroom accessory? I think it is. Place it in their bedroom. Okay. On the desk? Do you want them to stare at this while they're using the computer? Or should we make like some sort of shelf? It does look good on the desk. It really does. That's only 100 simoleons. It's amazing how much we can buy now. I could buy like 600 of these. That looks really good. Why do we have these logs again? What was the point of these? I don't remember. That's cute. If we manage to move, and a cat that won't mess with the keyboard, if we get them to move to their actual dream place eventually, we will take that cat with us. Stop doing stuff with baby. Eat something. How are you doing? I'm actually nodding my head to this instantly. This is good. Fun music. I'm dead ass like jiving. Was it a Christmas decoration? That was so long ago. Okay. All right. Scenes, where are you? I have a question. Scenes. Zechariah, the man that we at one point were trying to go on a date with, wants to know if it would be a good idea to ask out Lee group chat. Yeah, he has a mustache. In case you don't remember, this man is evil. One of his characteristics is literally that he is evil. Sure, what the hell. I'm not going to put this to the rest of chat. This is one of Scenes' characters. I think they get final say. We can leave it up to chance. We can let them like decide for themselves if you want to just see how it turns out. The middle option. Okay, if Zechariah gets back to us and says that they went on a really nice date, I will be moving him in with them and setting them that they are in a committed relationship. Because unless you do that, none of the other Sims will have like continuous families, so you just kind of have to do that. So yeah, if that works out, I'm gonna like put him in the house with those guys. Good job, Lee group chat, for pulling some evil schmuck. Is there some problem? Is there a glitch? Because I have a lot of Sims right now who keep getting in the middle of food and then just stopping and then not doing anything. Look, spaghetti isn't that hard. Close up of spaghetti. Well done. No, he's not gonna eat it. He's just gonna stare serenely at the wall. Is this really that hard to code? Uh-oh. Yeah, that would happen, wouldn't it? Well, Felix, eat your pasta. Eat your pasta, Felix. He just... I think he just went into a fugue state for that entire sequence. Gideon, what are you doing? Oh, his fun is so bad. And he's hungry.
Hey,
Go and eat something. No, don't cook mac and cheese in the cauldron. Fine, eat animal crackers, whatever. One day they could have a house with windows. The irresistible allure of the cauldron. Oh god, it's Joe again. Guys, do we have to leave right now and go clubbing? This is... Yeah, like, you know when you're getting past your 20s, when somebody calls and is like, we have to go clubbing right now, and you're like, really? Yeah, that's a couple of no's. I'm taking that as a no. Sorry, Joe. I know we have a club. We've got stuff we need to do, and we do have a baby. Now, let me just check. Okay, we've got some finally aged in here. And some in there. And add your own. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, let's just double check. What has he got in here? What is that? Gideon. Oh, action shot. Maybe that was the bowl of chips he just ate. He's got 100 lemons just in his pocket. What? You need to put these magic books away. These aren't yours. You can't keep stealing these. Okay. Let's see what we have. Oh, that's expensive. Oh, that's getting pretty expensive. Why was there a random potato one? 5,500. 6,000. 8,500. He only needs to make 5 more bottles, and oh my god, this money. How much is this going to be worth? A whole 10,000 for 1 bottle of wine. Whoa. Okay, go and do something fun. I mean, I know we said no clubbing, but yes, he wants to view his frog. You do not need clubbing at this age. You need to have a frog in your house. And then you just look at it occasionally. That is all you need. I don't know why. I prompted him to do something he found fun. And he decided to go and look at the frog. And it didn't give him any fun whatsoever. And then he was like, why isn't anyone doing anything about this? He wants to talk to Santa for some reason. Oh, jeez. Now what? Someone I don't know says, I hear you've been building your magical prowess. Would you like to put it to the test and duel me at the dueling grounds? Alright, this is getting an actual vote. This is kind of important, I guess, and we haven't seen one. Should we have a magic duel with whoever this is? Go ahead. Maybe we'll become friends if we do this. She looks fun. I will say I don't have much confidence in Felix's ability to win a magical duel because he's never done it before and he's not a particularly strong wizard. He's still kind of in the... Okay, 3 yes votes. I think we might take that as a yes. Okay. And then we just have to instantly disappear. Gideon can just find something fun to do on his own. There's that business guy who I see here sometimes. Well, everyone is arriving, apparently.
Yes, female.
You gonna do it in your swimsuit? Okay. We have to wait for the other person to arrive, and I don't think she's using a broomstick, so we just... Do we know this person? Oh, her name is Zuri Pence, and we have bad compatibility with her. And Felix is... Wait, what? I didn't know other Sims could come here and have duels. Is this gonna be a 4-way duel? Felix, no, you're standing in the blast zone. No! Don't do this. Oh, he killed her. Felix, how are you doing this? Blasted to smithereens. Can he die from this? No. How? Oh, there we go. He did really well at the beginning. but then he got thrown to the ground. So that was a loss, unfortunately. And she's disappeared. Well, how do you... Okay, he got some confidence. I don't know why that happens. They don't have a confidence stat. That's just for children. Okay. Tsunemi was wondering if I want to go to her house and hang out. No, but I'm doing something else. Let's go back to the main. Let's go look for a spell book or something. Well, how do you guys feel about the Wizard Duel gameplay? Was that exciting? Was that worth however many smackrels it is to buy this pack? Amelia, are you pregnant again? There's gonna be a point after enough time passes where I don't know the names of any of the other Sims anymore. I only do because they come with the game. To see it at least once. Yeah, that's fair. If we continue his aspiration, we do have to win duels. So we will have to see it a bunch. What are you doing? Happy Pride, everyone. What are you... See, this is what you're supposed to do with cauldrons. This is what happens when you don't just use them to make mac and cheese. Oh, he really needs a shower. So he's decided to stand directly behind a pregnant woman. Oh, another duel.
Swabius. Maka. Homasi.
Can you believe all these spells and there isn't an option to just murder a guy?
Yibs.
He knows what's up. Oh, there's a whole party going on. Look. Sorry, hang on. That looks a lot like me. That looks a lot like me if I was very thin. Cheyenne Hooker. I hardly know her. Why am I here? It's like, imagine if you opened a new game of The Sims. You just downloaded it, you open the game. It takes you to Sims Creation, and you get handed a random Sim, and it looks exactly like you. What would you do? Stop finding orbs! We don't need those! Stop it! Okay, fine. Go have a shower. Go and use the special magic showers they have here before you go home. That's like a Black Mirror episode. I think that would be funny. Because there's nothing more you can do with that. Like, look, it's you. Well, happy Halloween! You know? Oh, I always forget this place has multiple layers. He's telling this woman to get out of the bathroom so he can have a shower, but she's very busy. I had a friend that did that with our college friend group. Oh, what, made them in The Sims? It was odd. Oh. I think when you're younger and it's like the Sims 2 kind of era, it was very much just something that you did. You made yourself or your family or your friend group. She was uncannily good at it. Oh. It's like a magic box. This is to show you the wonders of the magic packs facilities that you can have. If you go down one more layer into the sub-basement, there's like a little wizard bar. The thing I used to do was I used to be obsessed with creating places from my real life as Sims lots. I made my school and it took ages, and I had to actually go around my high school with a video camera to so I could recreate it from home, because I was trying to be very accurate. But my school is multiple buildings across a campus, and they all had multiple levels to those buildings and lots of different stairs. When I say video camera, I mean a video camera that had like a tape in it. It was a long time ago. Not a lot of people just had cameras. So I was walking around like filming it. And no one else ever did this. You didn't take video footage at school. We didn't have phones. And phones didn't do that. Gideon thinks he's underachieving even though he made like 40 grand today. Okay, look. You need... Just... No, okay, we'll check the shop in case it's got the one spell that enables us to just stop trying forever. Sorry about the lighting issues. There's definitely something weird. There's a lighting glitch here and I don't know why. You go ahead and do that. Yeah, you can just take the... Yeah, that's fine. You can do that inside. The days when cameras weren't everywhere. Yeah, it's, it feels like a long time ago, doesn't it? The days when you didn't have some sort of personal device that you could look at. I remember the first time I ever heard music while I was, like, at school. Where in your mind, you know, when you are on the school grounds during school time, you don't really have anything of your own. I mean, even having a book on you to read is... You don't really have a lot of time to get into doing that. So when I actually had an MP3 player and I remember listening to some music of my own choice while I was at school, it was like... That was like my final year and I thought it was mind-blowing. It's difficult to explain now. I don't think we need these. Does he know that? Well, we can just buy it. I wish it would tell you if you already knew the spell or owned the tome. But no, that was too difficult.
Oh, Dorme.
Alright, we're going home. He's thinking about fighting. Maybe it was just because we just had National Divorce Day. Oh, there you are. Alright, let's find out what Gideon did while we were gone. I feel bad about the goats, honestly. We don't do a lot with them.
Stu Lane.
Oh, I forgot to do his gardening. Get over here and water this goddamn tree. She's fine. She's on the ground, but she's fine. Gideon, can you put her there so that she can practice reaching for things? There we go. That's what it's meant to look like. There's been electronica playing, like, to the whole neighborhood while we were gone. Enlarge the central Yoda. Okay. Yeah, just a reminder to everyone, everybody here can spend a few channel points and resize an object. There's no restrictions on what objects you do as long as it's not something that has to have a function at a certain size. So if anyone else wants to you know, change any of the sizes of any things, you are more than welcome to use a redeem and do so. Oh, it doesn't fit here. It's almost like too big to be hidden anymore. I might have to resort to that, Mars, if it gets untenable. Alright. Let's maybe... Where's your necklace? Remove. And then we'll recharge it. Just... Oh, maybe that's what he did, like, well, better than I thought in the duel, because he had his necklace on. How are you doing both good and bad at the same time? No, don't go and hide in bed. I need you to fertilize these. Do we have anything good? Not really, just use a carrot. Alright, what's going on down here? Right. Put her down. Aw. Let's have a look at these milestones. I will commission Soul to depict Gideon's bunker being consumed in the darkness of a massive Yoda-shaped statue. Well, that may happen unless anyone else redeems the resize thing and tries to stop you. Okay. Gross Motor still doesn't have, like, anything, so we really need to... This may have been because it was kind of balked. Lay on back. Now, Gideon, do tummy time. So she can learn to sit upwards. I don't know why it's depicted like this, but in The Sims, babies just hate this so much. Oh great, now the sheep wants to leave. Stop it! It's not that bad. Good lord. Okay, where is he? He's a bit dirty. The only spell we know. Hello? Guys?
Lascio Infatu. Yemfta.
Okay, well now his happiness is fine. Let's hope that works. I don't actually know what moonbathing does. Does that do anything? You need to learn spells. For God's sake, let's learn some spells. He can't read adept books yet. Yeah, read that. In case we make enemies with anyone, you could just make them really sad. Where are you going to do this? Hello? Okay.
Pwep.
He's loving life, I think. Gideon isn't. Don't go to sleep. You got a baby in here. You need to teach this baby how to sit. Gideon gets no help in this fucking house. That's kind of true. Oh dear. How's she? Oh, she loves it. You can do another one. Get fed by. Actually, yeah, we should feed you. Feed. It's midnight. Reading. Okay, she does actually need to go to sleep. Put to sleep. Help go to sleep. And then... actually, I'll let him decide. He can go to bed or he can get something to eat, whatever. How are you doing? There we go. He's discovered how to make people sad. He's going to bed. Okay, everyone's off to bed. There we go. Let's check if anything... I mean, presumably what's happened is that the Bjergsons have had another baby. Bella and Mortimer are having another child. The Villarreals have adopted a dog. Liliana and Makoa have had another child. It's probably called something like... Oh, I can't come up with anything, like, absolutely ridiculous on the spot. But you know those white people names where they keep changing the spellings? That seems to be what's happening with those guys. "6 a.m. and the baby is up." Well, you are ready to get up, Gideon, so you... Yeah, like tragedy, like that kind of thing. Oh, look, the cat came to sleep in here. Hey, Gacy. There was a bug recently, which I was kind of only vaguely aware of, wherein livestock animals were living forever, even if you had aging on. And they're not really supposed to live forever. They don't have life cycles per se. So even these sheep that we have that look very much like baby sheep, they don't have a life cycle where they grow. They just kind of die. And they fixed the bug. And what happened was I loaded a family who had like 7 chickens and a cow. It was Imran's family, actually. And because the bug was fixed, every single animal just died over the course of a single night. The Grim Reaper just went from the coop to the barn to the coop again. It was kind of really tragic. And I wasn't really even aware of the bug. And then I realized, oh yeah, we kind of had these animals forever, didn't we? Whoops. Time to buy some more animals. She's playing with her toys, and the cat's like, good job, baby. I think, can you please let me see? Can you let me see the cat, please? I think the cat is doing a better job of parenting Hallie than her dad's. Will you let me see it? No, I'm not allowed to see from that angle. That's the best I can do. That's pretty funny though. She's like giving the baby encouragement. She's reaching a milestone. Foot in mouth. Wait, did you get the milestone or not? Is it broken again? Okay, this... We really can't miss these milestones. It actually does matter to their development. So give me a sec. It did work when we reloaded once. I can't abide having that. Oh my god, the lighting! What is wrong with this game? Triangles. Well, Gideon's just having his breakfast. You need to come feed the baby. When is she aging up again? Oh, like tomorrow. That is clearly not the right food effect for what you were eating. I like how... Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, the toe in mouth milestone has triggered. I like how we've kind of filled their house with a lot of cat stuff. Just generally. Okay, feed the baby. Get up and help us.
Hey.
I genuinely think Gacy is trying to help be a parent. She is a parent, but Porkchop doesn't really need parenting. I haven't seen 3 at all. There he is. He's fine. Whose eyes does she have again? I think they're Gideon's. Like Gideon's eyes and... Ooh. Felix's hair. Okay, bye Gacy. Thanks for helping. The racing helmet does look really silly. Play peekaboo?
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Gideon, that's not how peekaboo gets played.
Parkdo, Dimnat Nan. Quiet slam. Wadida. Abrupt Banorla. Fuibak Dutsu O.
What is he saying? Those sound like big words.
Hey, Pleva.
Okay, put her down.
Chapacho.
What are you doing? Oh, he wants to talk to Gideon. Flirt with the wizard.
Nizabuna.
I don't know how it generates these.
Yanubu.
What do you do? Okay. We're not doing the Felix infidelity arc, but it's not the first time this has happened. Alright, go make your stupid wine already. You need to make just a couple more good bottles and then you're done. Put the cottage core on. We really lucked out with everything about this. Everything to do with getting ingredients for the wine grown here by someone who's good at it. Oh, let's turn this down. We don't need that song. Why are you picking? No! Put baby down! Why did you do that? She's supposed to be playing with her toys. This is all that happens when you have an infant is just them picking them up and then putting them on the floor for no reason. Nothing but that all the time. No! What are you doing?
Something tells me we're going to get along splendidly.
Hello, Dakota Sassy Sky Kid. Thank you for following. I'm sorry I was yelling. Oh great, now she's sad. Now she just needs to sleep. Okay, fine. Just go to sleep, whatever. Oh my god. We're nearly there, 4 bottles left, and then he can just stop making wine, probably. Rose Cooper wants to come over and hang out. Should we let Rose come over? She might help with the baby. Probably not. She'll probably just queue up to pick her up and put her down on the floor. Yeah, how do we feel about Rose? Should Rose turn up? Hey, Soul! Everybody vote now on your bones. Is Rose Cooper gonna come over? There's no input. 1 yes and 2 no's. Who is Rose Cooper? I don't remember. Well, I think I like how Mars was like as a concession, maybe we should let, and then 2 other people were like, nope, okay. Who is that? Oh yeah, Carson, the alien that we fought with. We know a lot of ghosts for some reason. This baby's in sterile conditions. True. Rose Cooper, she's just in there. Okay. Well, at least Felix has his tummy out. Is she asleep? Nearly. Oh no, she just soiled her diaper and now she's going to be asleep in it. And we can't help that now because we can't wake her up. I do wonder if this kind of thing is anything like real baby problems. Whoa. What are they? What did he just do? Gideon! Why is he always insulting? Smooth apology. Apologize. I don't know what you did, but it looked mean. Look at the chunk that came out of their relationship bar.
Labna Churf. Wumshasi.
Oh.
Famu. Shibi Merkib. Mola.
Apologizing in the cottagecore shed.
Fipso. Nimutuni.
Okay. No! Stop it!
Buster Bood.
Jeez! Hey, Rug. Wait, this isn't Paradise yet. This is Death Valley. They hate it here. Well, I wouldn't say hate. I mean, they've got a pretty good setup, but... I mean, I'd hate it there. Does anybody in Death Valley live there by choice? Oh my god. Sorry, look, I still need to make this shit. He needs 3 more excellent bottles. We're just so close. Oh no. Oh, she's too hot. She's too hot even though she's inside? Uh-oh. She just shat so hard. This happened. Okay, time for bath. Time for bath. Give bath. 3E is telling us about the toilet. Full body shit? Sorry, I've never heard it called that before, but yeah, that is what happened. It's okay, we're coming. How do you have no energy? I thought you were asleep. I like how when they do that, there's that cute little baby jingle music. And then it says, your baby shit itself to death. Oh, she's not having a very good time. Gideon is, however, crumping maniacally. Turn that off. Time to put this wine away. Damn, we're kind of raking it in now. Oh, Gacy's come to supervise. Oh no! It didn't go well. Unfortunately, this evil sim did not have a great time with Lee group chat, so those dreams have ended. Thank God. Oh dear. I mean, I can't say I really wanted it to work. It would have been funny, but I don't want... Oh, Felix has reached parenting level 3. He can now give parenting tips to other parents. Now, that's not realistic, because you can give parenting tips to other parents even if you don't have any skill at all. Gacy is really the glue holding this entire family together. Are you guys done yet? Come on. Parenting tip, keep the litter box fresh. Yes. Actually, they don't have to keep the box fresh because it just laser zaps the poo. So that's literally the one thing we don't have to care about. You are all so uncomfortable. This is the longest bath in the history of the entire world. Alright, let's look at this wine situation. We got 3. Nice. Good. And 142 on a God, imagine having wine made out of chocolate berries. For nearly 12,000. They have so much money. Yeah, she needs to sleep. Bad. Put to bed. Gideon, what are you doing? Oh, he's going around picking up all the diapers that were just left around the house. That's fine. Good job. Now he's going on the computer.
Aha. Oh.
What did you...
Oh. Mumble.
Chat, what do you think he's doing?
Chibu.
Unaba. Oh, Shibin.
Okay. 3E, don't do that. Buying trinkets on eBay, playing Gaia Online. I think playing Gaia Online would be funny. Hey, no, pork chop. No, doing that to the bed. No. You have a scratching post. What do you mean put down? No. I said bed. This is too difficult for one man to understand. Clearly.
Yibsy.
She needs to sleep so bad.
Still, way big.
Put to bed.
Oh, Skuna nu nubu.
There we go. It's 3
Oh.
p.m.
Ah. What? Tenki Glooby? Mwah.
I don't know what Soothe to Sleep does, but they always have a hard time sleeping, so I'll see what happens. Aw. How many people in chat did play Gaia Online?
Yakila Brugi. Play Unzaruga.
Oh.
Pravik Bashen.
Alright, what you need to do actually is to learn another spell. I was there so much. Me, you did, me, everybody else did. I didn't. It wasn't like, I think it really caught on just slightly after my time slot in that sort of era. Early day Facebook. I kind of understand what it was, but at the same time I kind of don't. Where are we? We're on Acolyte. Well, why not? Maybe we could start learning how to manipulate people's feelings. Oh, you know what would be fun? Maybe dress up game with forums. Yeah, I think it was just the combination of those things I didn't really get. It was a forum with a dress up game attached. Yeah. I mean, in theory, it does make perfect sense because when you're on a forum, you have a representation of yourself that people can associate with what you've written. So obviously customizing that as part of a game is a thing I can understand. At the same time, it's just those two things. I've never done anything with both. A forum where everyone gets a single avatar, they can dress with items that cost... I was going to try and read it out, but hang on. I don't know how many that is. That's too many number. No, but I do know about the Gaia Online inflation problem with it, where everything was... The economy inflation was studied in textbooks. Yeah, I've heard about that. Little mini games. I do play a pet site game that has what I think might be the closest modern equivalent. That's kind of maybe a bit too high praise, but the fact that you can dress up an avatar is part of it, as well as having pets. Everybody come play the pet game with me. I want to compare our avatars. It also made an MMO in late stage. I had a good run. This isn't studying, Felix. What are you doing? He looks cool now, though. I'm really glad we ended up with this iteration of him. Yeah, hang on. I'm going to show you guys. It's relevant to the stream. Give me one sec. I'm just gonna show you a pet that I have. Okay, if I just swap out real quick. This is the pet site that I just mentioned. It's called Sante. This is my avatar, which I haven't changed in ages. And these are my pets. I don't even have very many. But as of like last week, I made this one. I think you could probably tell why. Come and play this game. I couldn't use. Well, I mean, I could, but I have brain rot where everything needs to be the only. Freaklet, no, I couldn't use hatchling because somebody had that, so I named it this. Look, I only made it because 0 hours. No, it's 10 days, 0 hours. Yeah, I named it Hearthian because hatchling was taken. But I only did it because they introduced a pet for pets that looked like this. Look at it. Look at this. I had to. They made these little ghost birds, and I was like, well, now I have no choice. So yeah, that's what I did last week. Yeah. Anyway, if anyone goes to play that that pet game, which I think has like really nice pet concepts and fun colors. If you do, message me or ping me or something. I'll send you like a bunch of shit because I have a lot of stuff. Are you helping? Pork chop, are you helping? Yes, you are. It's really funny how the pork chop got green eyes, but his third eye is still blue. So now it's kind of weird. He's helping. The part of your brain that remembers Neopets. Yeah, I do actually still play Neopets as kind of. I sat down the other week and like looked at one of my Neopets and I went, the last time I did customization on this was a billion years ago and it's looked like shit forever. I think I owe it to this poor guy to actually customize it properly. So I figured out how to use that one Neopets dress up website that lets you see the items you can get. Then I went and got all the items and then I put them on my Neopet. And I was like, yeah, this is good actually. This looks like this is really decent. Sometimes games are fun. Oh shit, I forgot to do anything. What was I doing? Aww. Eating snacks, listening to radio. They do really just kind of live down there, don't they? Oh, I forgot to give him his necklace back. There you go. I've always liked pet sites. I tried out quite a few of them. Wow, that's yeah, go piss girl. Oh yeah, we were talking about, I was gonna go on a segue. We were talking about Sims having a vitamin D bar because they weren't going outside. Wait, are you studying this? Do you know this spell already? Why don't you have a progress bar? Or maybe it doesn't have a progress bar, it's just here, isn't it? No, I'm stupid. I was gonna mention, I don't know if I bring this up too often, but there was, what was the name of the site? Sante, S-A-N-T-A-E. My vitamin D test levels look like some kind of status bar. Well, technically that is what it is. No, I was just going to mention there's an old video game called Creatures. It was a series. It had 3 iterations, kind of. And when they were my growing up game, I loved that game. It was the same as having a virtual pet, except they had actual biological functions and DNA. And you could open a visualization of like all the chemicals in their body and then how they changed as they reacted to stimuli. They were like actual recreations of how a thing would be alive. I think I mentioned this before because I used to love that series. I even wrote an article for a gaming website about that series and how nobody's ever really tried to do that again. It was just one game in the 90s that tried to nail it, and even though we have far more powerful technology now, nobody's gone in for that kind of angle on a pet game. Nobody even really makes pet games. Wobble Dogs would probably be the closest equivalent, except Wobble Dogs is a little bit more, Jesus Christ, what's going on with the mutations? Creatures was sprite-based, which is an interesting way to try and run a game that does have underlying genetics, but they could have mutations. They were just a lot more subtle. There we go. He can now cause people to become infatuated with each other, which I'm sure will be fine. He's gonna get some milk. Okay. Like, for example, I once had a Norn, which is what they were calling creatures, get born, and he only had one lung. And this was just a pure mutation that happened to occur with him. And because he had one lung, he couldn't absorb enough oxygen to actually move. I think he just kind of had to lie on the ground. And obviously it was kind of... Oh my god, Zuri again. It was kind of cruel to continue letting that Norn be alive, so you can do a thing where you can remove them from the game and save them as a computer file. So I saved that guy as a file, and I still have it. So if anyone anywhere had, like, Creatures 2, they could bring in my little guy who had a single lung that I saved, like, 15 years ago. Just for no reason. I still have it. Sorry, Paul. Are we gonna duel? What was her name? I'll just put Jewel. Rematch. Do we want a rematch? We've learned one spell since last time. Are we going to duel her again? But yeah, that's the kind of game where they legitimately did have UI where you could look at the stuff. Was there any way to add another lung to a creature? No. Their biology was set and their genetics were inherent. And you couldn't modify them. You could take your Norns to a gene splicer in the second game and then put another creature in the other side of the gene splicer and it would merge them together. So if you didn't want one to continue living for some reason, you could just do that and it killed them and made like a hybrid, which is the same as breeding them, unless you did it to different species, which wouldn't obviously be able to breed. You could create crossbreeds. It was so interesting to me. That's a yes as well. It was so interesting that all this stuff was within a game and nobody really knew about it in a major sense. And no game has really recreated this kind of format. I would love to play more creature and breeding games. It's really my kind of thing. The creator doesn't exist now. One of the guys, Steve Grand, who developed it, had a Kickstarter to create like the new generation of that kind of thing, which I did donate to, but I don't know how that's going. I haven't heard anything on it for a long time. Anyway, I was just going to say that because they legitimately did have an interior chemical environment which you could do stuff with. The worst time I fucked up was that I realized that when you unlocked a certain part of the UI, you could directly inject stuff into the Norns you were raising, and obviously that was something you could use for good or ill. Usually it was kind of bad to inject them with anything unless you really knew what you were doing, and I was like 13, so the best I did was I realized that when they were hungry you could just... Miku, we're busy. You could just open the injector thing and fill a syringe with liquid food, like calories and sustenance, and then inject that into them, and then they weren't hungry anymore. So I thought, hey, that's really easy. Let's take care of them really well by injecting them with liquid food, you know, like when you're on a drip-in hospital or something. So I did that for a while until eventually I was like, there's a lot of food around, you know, you need your actual nutrients. Okay, he lost again. I told one of my creatures to eat something off the floor because that's how it worked. And they couldn't do it. Like, I handed them a piece of cheese and I said, eat the cheese. And the Norn just like looked at it and didn't know what to do. And I realized that because I had been injecting them with liquid food for like a while, maybe most of a generation's length, they couldn't remember how to put things in their mouths and eat them. So that was like the biggest fuck up I did, because that was pretty widespread and I had to teach them all how to eat food again. And that took a while. So yeah, they actually had brains. They had brains that made neuron connections and you could watch the neurons firing in their brains. I didn't realize when I was 13 how much of a revolutionary kind of thing that was, or that would be rare. I sort of assumed that in the future there would be more things like that would develop and become more complex as time went on. But no, that was it. It was just that one game. It is on Steam if you want to look up what Creatures is. It's also on GOG. I think it was eternally interesting, honestly. I could stream it at some point if I ever felt like it, but it's not really very streamable, because you have to like take care of these things over the course of their lifetimes, so a couple of hours on a stream won't let you see much except poking around. Maybe growing from a baby to a juvenile. It's a really long-term kind of thing, and what a surprise, Gideon is swimming. I'm glad he got the pool though, he really does seem to like swimming. Is she okay? No, the cats are standing guard apparently. Oh, pet site games that do detailed congenital mutations freak me out. Lion Den or whatever it called was, I haven't seen much of this. I admit I don't like go scouring for pet sites. I tend to just see ones that land in my lap. Which ones do detailed congenital mutations? Because that's kind of fascinating.
Arpanoy. Nonafario Yamisha.
I know I've seen a little bit of the lion one, but I wasn't sure exactly what kind of angle it had. They look mostly just like lion-ass lions. Okay, she needs sleep and she's too hot.
My beast.
Okay, put on mat. No, don't just put on the floor. Apparently this is very difficult. Why is that? Who preps their ingredients and then just leaves them?
Oh.
Can you please do what I said?
Wow.
If she's on the mat, she can sleep. Bogleech's side probably has more examples somewhere in the archives. The lion one is the main one that comes to mind that has any chance of still being around. I didn't know Bogleech had like a directory of that. That's really interesting. I think I will check that out. But I've seen bits of the lion one. I do know there's one person on Tumblr that I check sometimes who's into pet sites. That, like in general, there's just one person. So I've seen a few of them through there. It's a bit. No, don't. No. Stop it. What are you doing? She was supposed to be going to... Can somebody ring them at EA, please? And tell them that this is just... Okay, she does need feeding, I guess. What are you doing, Felix? What are you doing?
Oh,
Muma. Jade. Zombie Nufa. What a chance.
Well, he's helping. Seriously, can somebody just send a bunch of clips of this to EA and be like, baby gameplay may be improved if adults didn't just pick up and put down baby repeatedly. Oh my god, I can't even zoom in for some reason. This is I can't do this. The horrible light lighting issues? I'm sorry, I need like a seizure warning. You just left her on the floor. Gideon, you're not even doing anything. Parenting. Well, it's her birthday tomorrow. I mean, this is not good. She can't even lift her head yet. We should have gotten that already.
Oberlymph.
Well, at least we've got this. This is the light of my life. Why don't you just go eat something? No!
Oh, our knocks, save him.
I like how he almost went to use the ingredients, but then had to just give them up to the cat. He's making a pancake. He's nearly stepping on the baby to make his pancake. Well, there they are. Bing. I think the cats are like keeping watch over the baby, which is cute. Well, he got bored. Okay. One day we'll have a real house for this kid to grow up in, and she won't be just in a bunker with an admittedly very cool room. Nobody fed her even. Alright, you go to bed. Gideon, you get up and feed the baby. There's no way to tell him to put the baby in the crib. He'll just get it back out again. Wake her up.
Swing Calfrey. Hey, Yvonne. Botched boy.
Feed. Feed, baby. We haven't even gotten to use her high chair because she hasn't learned to sit up yet.
Map. Yep.
Alright. If you just put her in here, she can sleep in the play mat. That's fine. Okay. Now, do that once. See if we can get some actual mobile development. Anything? That's the other thing. Once they spawn the thing where they're going to pick a baby up, you cannot cancel it for some reason. Be really good if you could stop them from doing this, but they made it uncancelable. Great. Thank you for picking her up and putting her in the hallway. Well, you need to change her diaper now, so do that. Put her to sleep in her room instead of leaving her on the kitchen floor. No, this isn't just my problem. I hear people complain about this all the time. Cribs just seem to advertise to Sims that they should come over and take the baby out and put it anywhere else. No, don't check the infant. I told you what to do. See, it just doesn't, it just barely functions. I told you what to do, and you just decided not to do it. Okay, now put to bed. And then go to sleep yourself. It's 3 AM. But I kind of juggled them. They're not too lacking on sleep anyway. Oh my fucking god! I told you to go to bed! I literally told you both to go to bed. There was no other action. There was no, like, he didn't have anything in mind. There was no, I'm gonna pick the baby up and then do something else, and then he changed his mind. I told him to go to bed, and he spawned the interaction of pick baby up and put here for no reason. Can someone at EA tell me why this is? Now she's just going to sleep on the floor again, and I have to cancel it. Pick up. Put her to sleep. Are you kidding me?
Oh, smishy.
I'm kind of speechless about that one. He put her on the mat for no reason. Oh my god. Okay, finally. Finally, she can go to sleep. Look at her energy. Well, we're never getting any milestones on this baby because she can't get any sleep. It's already morning. Right, what happened? The baby for those guys. Oh, someone called Xavier has died from being electrocuted. I don't know who Tatum Winters is, but a lot of people who pick up jobs decide to join the lifeguard career for some reason. Jeffrey Landgrab has retired from being a secret agent. Well, good for him. Another one? Another one? There's so many! Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that energy bar is going to take like a while to come up. These guys, however, are pretty much fully rested already. Alright, let's go. Hallie birthday time. Why? The cat woke her up? Don't wake... Jesus Christ.
Muscovin vet.
Don't wake up people. Porkchop has learned not to wake up Sims.
Yeah.
And he's decided to pick her up again. No! Just go to sleep. No! I told you no!
Oh,
No! Jesus Christ! Fucking stop! I'm sorry, I'm actually like, actually tilted. I'm sorry. You're going to tell the baby a bedtime story at 7 a.m. when she hasn't been able to sleep.
Yabahorn Emba. Whoosh. Garul. Yon. Wasuzu Harpne. Jabaya. Zalgala.
Is this going well?
Bone Turbi.
Do you think it's going well, Gideon?
Mushka. Garul. Yon. Yabahorn. Ushi Baranoi Wibasuk. Spone Turbi. Lim La.
Okay, well she did stop crying. Sorry. What is Porkchop doing? Yeah, no, I get it. Supreme is Devine. I hope everyone else understands why I'm kind of frustrated. I don't usually get angry, so, I hope people don't hear that and go, oh my god, just calm down, you know. Harvest this plant, full stop. Yeah, you go and do stuff up here. Yeah, no, I hope it doesn't seem over the top or anything, but I remember them saying, I don't know where this was, there was some interview or a developer on The Sims who mentioned something like, we have these core concepts that we need to adhere to. And one of them is, like, when you tell your sim to do something, they have to actually do it, meaning they don't design the game such that sims will ignore the commands you give them in order to do something of their own choice. Even if free will is on, the game is designed so that your commands always overwrite other stuff that they may be doing. So that's just like the design philosophy. They will listen to the player first and then everything else second. And I just thought it was funny that although they had explicitly said that was part of the design of the game, they're clearly not doing that. They drop interactions all the time. Multiple times in this session, I've told them to do something and they didn't do it. And especially this, they will not listen to you. If they decide they want to take a baby out of its bed, they'll just do it and put it down on the floor somewhere. Oh dear, cat fight happening.
Oh, nay?
Cat fight over.
Bosa.
It's now time to poop.
Shona? Repsi. Lovo Canathoi. Zabora.
Shish,
This is content, right? We haven't actually seen how this litter box functions. I've heard it in the background, but we've never actually looked at it. That's how this litter box works. What's wrong, you guys? Well, Gideon is browsing some parenting forums.
Solchina Zeke. Kid Dupsa. Sorda Shibaye. Dabo. Shazzle. Oh.
Did you... Okay. He harvested some of these, but he didn't fulfill that want. Go and water them. One day we won't have to turn on that one cottagecore song anymore. One day this will be over. They've already made like a lot of money. At this point we're just trying to finish that aspiration. Damn, that tree really does... He's gonna eat some applesauce. Alright, that's not normal to me. But, you know. Oh, he's already done. Oh god, should Donald Whitten come over? Does anyone care about Donald Whitten anymore? He's like a character from the previous season of a show that stopped being relevant. Does anyone have any opinions on Donald Whitten? No. I'm gonna say no. Oh, you are trying out the pet game and they're already busy with tasks. Yeah, it's the way the gameplay works is that you can send them off to do to like find items, and that's how you get items. You do get used to it. You can, if you sit on the page that tells you all the places you can do stuff, there's a timer. His ass is not coming over. Yeah, fair enough. And then you have to send them fishing or picking stuff up, and then there's a time delay on that too. So that's there's only one more. Yeah, that's how you get the items in that particular game. Okay, that was one. We got two more. In fact, I can just make them as many as I want, and then that could be it. This could be the last time we ever have to make some goddamn nectar. Then we can focus entirely on, I don't know, baby gameplay. How long are you taking to eat that applesauce? Soul, let me know what your username is or something like that, and I'll send you like a whole bunch of kit. I have loads of things. He did it! He did it! Oh my god! I can't believe this. I didn't think it was possible. when we created Gideon Lager, someone decided that he was going to have the aspiration to make a lot of wine himself, to become an expert in winemaking and an absolute mogul in selling it. Someone also decided that Gideon was going to have the trait to hate making wine. Despite this, he's just completed his aspiration. I will actually read this out. Nectar making is truly an art, and Gideon has mastered it. Those who drink the delectable nectar produced by his feet instantly know it was crafted by an expert nectar maker, a sim who has arduously perfected their craft. Gideon should take pride in that. Busy making nectar when he should have been putting the baby on the floor. These sims can craft pre-aged nectar, have an iron bladder when it comes to drinking it, and their negative emotions have less influence on their current mood. Huh. I wonder how that works. Oh, he got angry from reading a parenting forum because they disagreed with how he thinks he should do it. The forum was like, don't pick up your baby and put them on the floor at random. And he was like, no, that's wrong. Anyway, he did it. He now has a trait called Nectar Know-It-All. There it is. Pre-aged nectar. That's interesting. We might do that like once just to see what happens. But other than that, he doesn't have to make nectar anymore. And now he just got angry because we turned the radio off. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's actually a big decision that we have to make. We need to pick a new aspiration. How do we do this? There's a few that would make sense for him. I'm going to put it to like a poll, but you can technically change an aspiration at any time. What I just tend to do is to pick the one that's most fitting for the current stage of life they're in, and then really doggedly just follow that one thing until it gets completed. And if it's uncompletable, they just sit there and like never complete it, because that just seems more realistic to me, to be honest. Okay, let's read through the options we have, and together we have to decide what Gideon's new aim in life is going to be. So, Friend of the Animals is an option in which what you've got to do to actually finally complete this is play with ghost cats or dogs. That's like the big ultimate interaction when you're very close to a cat or dog, and be friends with 12 cats or dogs at the same time. So that's like befriending a lot of animals. He has some cats, so he's like not fond of animals, but that's like a lot of animals. Bodybuilding, which involves maxing the fitness skill. I mean, that's not impossible. That could be something he could do. Winning a bunch of horse competitions. I'm going to say right now that may not be the best option. Painting masterpieces. He hasn't shown any interest in painting right now, but it is there. Writing best-selling novels, or becoming a genius at a particular instrument. Then there's the being mischievous, where you have to reach the top level of the criminal career. I'm going to say I don't think he's going to do that, but you also have to witness someone dying, which is kind of funny. Being mischievous, which means honing the mischief skill, which, may I remind you, does not work properly. Performing voodoo and clogging people's drains, and just generally being a prankster. Swiping items. That's interesting because I think you can only take items if you are a kleptomaniac. So having this inspiration is kind of impossible unless you have that trait. And then there's getting caught cheating and breaking people up. That's just if you are like horrible. That's just if you're the Grinch, I guess. Sorry, the Grink. Now, this is a bit more applicable. There's family aspirations. Super parent is for just being a really good parent to your kids. So you raise your parenting skill, you interact with your child, help them with their homework, and then raise a child who has positive character traits, which is what they develop usually when they're teenagers. Successful lineage is a little bit like that, but it's more having lots of children. And in order to complete it, No, sorry, not lots of children. This is having your child be successful. So this is more like the pressuring parent. It's pretty much the same as super parent, but you have to have your child reach the top of a career to finish it. Which means you have to stay alive long enough for your child to reach level 10 of a career. Unless other careers count, which are shorter, I'm not sure. Big Happy Family is the one where you have to have multiple. You need to have 4 grandchildren and 3 of your own children. That might be a bit too... I'm not sure about that one. Then there's being a mixologist, which involves joining a branch of the culinary career, or being a great chef, which involves being in the other branch of the culinary career. There's being really wealthy, which I'm going to say isn't really off the table. Big Happy Family. We've done like nearly all of this. We could pick that and probably just finish it immediately. This one is about having an amazing house. I know that one of these is having loads of windows, so we can't do that right now. I'm going to pick this just to see... How close are we on this? Hang on. Oh my god, he's nearly there. If he just earns like 3,000 more simoleons, he's finished this. What's the trait for being rich? They get a direct deposit of simoleons deposited into their funds every week, which is meant to represent some sort of intelligent investment that they've done in the background. We can do this right now. Surely there's... Thank you. Surely you can sell something. Yes! We're going to do it. We're going to immediately complete a different aspiration. So the rich get richer then. Wow. El problema es capitalismo jumped out. But yeah, that is basically what the trait is. Oh, he already had a bunch in here that I didn't sell. Whoops. Okay. He has completed the fabulously wealthy aspiration almost immediately. He's also become the most interesting sim in the world because he has more than 12 traits. Okay. Wait, 800? What? That's weird. 6,000? Why is that so low? That's really weird. It doesn't really matter. I mean, he's got an absolute ton of money now. Okay, let's go back to checking. We've got to pick another one. Yeah, Mansion Baron isn't happening. Knowledge. So you can have one where you get lots of different skills and things, but in order to do this, you have to reach a mid-level in 3 different careers, which is that's the difficult point of this, because switching careers is kind of anti-intuitive. He could get into archaeology, sorry. Remember when we were catching frogs to sell? I know! He's come so far! He now has 138,000 in the bank. And we didn't even use Felix's magic to do this. Computer Whiz, where you play games and do programming. Being a nerd, which involves... you have to own a rocket ship to do that. That's not impossible, but that's usually the pain point. He can't do that. He's not a wizard. Location, beach life. Now, I do want to say, the ones about family are quite applicable to him, but there's also one where you basically just live your best life on the beach. And if we don't pick family, I'm really in favor of this one, because this is all just about doing things in Sulani, and we know he's a child of the ocean. He wants to live on the islands, on the sea, and he now probably has enough money to do that, to be honest. It would be really fitting story-wise, unless we go... There is the parenting one, but we could go from one to the other. There's also the soulmate aspiration, which is having a romantic partner, being married to them, and then doing a lot of stuff as a spouse. Do we want to do more toddler gameplay? Well, to be fair, we're going to have to do the toddler gameplay anyway. We can't just ignore them. Yeah, soulmate is there. The pain point of soulmate is you have to go on 7 dates, and that's a lot of dates because they're not that variable. But it's an option. Country caretaker, I don't think that's really something he's going to be into. He's not a magician. Botanist involves does that involve joining the... No, you don't have to be in the job to do it. Do any family aspirations make him not want to put the child on the floor? No, unfortunately. That's something we'll have to leave in EA's hands. I am not optimistic. At least when they're a toddler, they might stop doing it. I think it may just be infants that get that problem. Yeah, he's never really been that into gardening, so I'm not sure about that. Angling would be a very bad fit for him because he's a child of the ocean. He does not like fishing. The curator is about collecting things. He used to do that. He did go around collecting crystals and frogs and fossils, and that's about just doing that a lot. And then popularity. So this one I've never really tried. This one's about being the leader of a great club. He is the leader of a great club, so that's at least applicable. There's one about being really funny, and you have to join the entertainment, the comedian branch of the entertainment career. Friends of the World is just knowing a lot of people and being well liked, and Party Animal is about holding parties, but we've never really done that. I'm going to pick the 5 most applicable, I think, to him, and we're going to have a vote on that. So, what is Gideon's new aspiration? And obviously, once he's finished this one, if he's still kicking, which may be quite achievable, we get to pick another one after that. So we can just keep going through these in sequence until he dies. So what were the ones I thought were the most applicable? Unless anyone is like, yeah, he needs to be a bodybuilder. He does like playing the guitar, but I don't know. I'll leave that for a second. So family, I'll definitely put super parent. Oh, and they get a reward trait. The reward trait is just being a better parent. This one is that your children's skill gains contribute to your own, which I always thought was really interesting, but I don't know if I've actually seen that in action. Leslie, I'll leave it at super parent for now. You guys can... Well, I can't see the suggestions because I can't see chat anymore. He's done that one. He's done that one. Beach life. And the reward for that is you just never become tense ever. You get immune to it. Soulmate is also something he could do. Although just keep in mind, if you want to vote for soulmate, it does involve getting married. But he would probably start wanting to get married. Curator, I think he did do a lot of scavenging. So I think that fits him. And he is pretty popular. So I'm going to put friend of the world as the final option. Which is just about having friends and staying in touch with them. Being liked and raising your charisma. He seems, I mean, he's got a club. He's fairly well liked. Those are the 5 ones, I think. What's the reward for that? Oh, your relationships never decay when you have that trait. Yeah, okay, there we go. I'm going to leave Big Happy Family for now. I'm not sure about it. We can always come back to look at these next time. It kind of gets easier and easier to complete aspirations because after the first one, they've already, developed a bunch of skills. You know, they've already got a network of friends. They've had some kids already. So it takes the longest to do the first one. Wow, that was 5 votes on beach life. It looks like it's pretty much a landslide. I wish there were more traits about being in a location, but this is the only one I have. Yeah, I don't think we can outdo that. It's going to be beach life. He wants to leave the desert and live his best life on the islands. Cool. He wants to get a tan, have a carver party, and eat 1 coconut. Do you have any coconuts? No. We can find a coconut, don't worry. He realized it was the wrong kind of sand. That was kind of the joke we went with. We went with that he was trying to buy a place to live on the beach. That was his dream, and he accidentally kind of got semi-scammed into buying a place in the desert by mistake. So he's always wanted to be on the islands. Don't be angry, Gideon. He's really angry. There There we go. He should be recovering now. Alright, we've got to focus.
Oh,
Oh, I forgot you
cartoon.
liked video games. What are you doing? That's not how you play SimCity. Well, I guess it is when you get bored. Felix! Oh my god.
Chapin, lunch a chul.
Yeah. It's a mess, isn't it? Alright, which of you has the higher... Hang on a minute. This is a shit computer. Malevolent Gaming, now you've done it. This is a shit computer we don't need to put up with anymore. That was a shitty computer. Just get a new one. Oops. We can get a really good computer. Well, not like the best one. We don't want our taxes to be insane. But, look, good computer. Instead of the one with the really old tower behind it. There you go. Enjoy.
Oh,
Can we hang on. There's an alien computer. Oh, you need to be level 10 of the scientist career, and it's really expensive. I thought it would be funny if they got the alien one. Oh well. This is a really good computer too. I hope you enjoy it. Right, what are you guys doing? Taking the rubbish out. We have got to try and develop this baby, like, a bit. Oh, there's a special icon for being told a bedtime story. Oh. We need to do some serious babying. Because she's aging up today. It's Hallie's birthday. And she doesn't know how to lift her head yet. And that's really bad. Yeah, at least she's in bed, at least. They're just chatting to each other. Okay, they're having fun. Oh my god, I can't believe we don't have to go making the nectar anymore. He can focus on something else. He's got a lot of satisfaction points. What can we do with these? We could make it so he never has to sleep, ever. We're not doing Money Tree. They don't even need it at this point. I usually only get these if it fits the character. Like, I wouldn't get Great Kisser for Gideon, but I would get it for Felix. We could make it so he has a high chance of getting, having triplets. When I've finished the first, The Sims' like first aspiration, I usually get Carefree because I like the idea that you're just less prone to being a tense person if you've completed a major life goal. So I tend to do that. I'm pretty sure that's the same thing as the reward trait from Beach Life, but never mind. What else can we do? I don't think he ever has a problem with that. I think he's heat proof because he's lived in the desert for a really long time. He has reduced bills because he just does. And anything else, but let's just make him quick at cleaning. I'll leave it there for the time being. Oh, is there anything we should do with you? Yes, you don't need to bathe as much. There we go. Alright, I'm glad you guys are having fun, but you really need to take care of your baby.
what's a goob for a bay?
Do you get a birthday cake for infants? I don't remember. Okay, pick up. Put here. What is Gideon doing that's getting him parenting skill? He's reading the forums again. That's dangerous. We know this. Oh, shoot. She's really hungry. Don't put down. Don't put down. No, feed. No. Okay, so when I tell you to do it, you can cancel it. But when you decide to do it... Feed. What are you doing, Gideon? No.
Oz.
Oh, this time he found that people agreed with him. Okay.
Grandpa yes.
Then put baby down. You can do it.
Yep.
Aw. I know they don't change size, but she looks bigger. Okay. Now do that and see if we can get a milestone here. Did Gideon just T-pose for a fraction of a second? Did anyone else see that? What is he doing? He's gonna play Incredible Sports. Okay. I am slightly worried that there's something broken about baby milestones. Because there's no way that they shouldn't have gotten, like, lifting head at this point. We've been doing the interaction that does it. I don't think this is working. Right, why don't you have it? Oh no. Not now, Gideon. Now we need to give the baby a bath. Why didn't it come up with the thing that says... This is completely broken. Another phone call. What is it, Danny? Should you get to know Celeste Michelson as a friend? We're a bit busy. Guys, what do I say? Should they befriend Celeste Michelson? Thank you for the clip, Mars. It really was really fast, wasn't it? I'm gonna say the middle one. They can decide. Whatever. We aren't getting any notifications. There is something weird going on with notifications. What is going on with the game? Why can't the baby develop? Not now. Okay, look. Okay, look. Just, can you please? Thank you, Scenes. Thank you. Why did he do that? What is wrong with this game? This baby is supposed to be way further developed than she is. She was gonna be a scientist. Why can't she lift her head up? There was, for a second there, it came up and then it disappeared. Rug, not now. Okay, I'm gonna reload one more time. I know I should be getting ready to head to raid out or something. This is so weird. Why did this have to be broken? Oh god, hi. Well, one of these isn't true, is it?
Oh, Bubda.
Or is that Nubu?
Door.
What? What? Why did the notification that Sean's spirit is fading away come in with the jingle for, like, your animals are doing something from the country pack? Why is Zuri texting us every day to go for a duel? What's happening? Guys, should I duel Zuri again? What do I do? Can I no time for that, Goku. Okay. Why are you putting her in the crib? Oh, that's why, because there was a message from Rug just after it. Well, I guess she is sleepy, so I can't fault them for putting her in the crib. She put you in a cursed dimension when you lost the first duel. Maybe. Why are they obsessed with him? No! Oh my god! Why does this happen? No! Stop it! He walked out the room and turned around and went back in. Literally, what the fuck is wrong with the programming of this? Why did they make infants do this? He will not stop doing it. This is absolutely absurd. Can someone get EA on the phone and tell them that they fucked up real bad? Like, this is nearly unplayable? Can you go and just sit on your bed and think about what you're doing? Felix felt bad about everyone until he started browsing some parenting forums.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, Skuna Nubu. Shukshit bro heavy. Liba Chibu.
Okay, he's telling her a bedtime story now. Gideon isn't fucking interfering with anything.
Nubu Banuzi. Hinaka Tagu.
That sounds like the kind of story where he's like, I don't know, like a comedy club ending. Maybe if you restart, the milestones will show up. That happened with my spellcaster levels on a guy once. That's a perfectly decent suggestion. But we had this infant for 2 play sessions now, so there has been I've reloaded in between that time. I mean, I don't know if it's going to react the same as the spellcaster levels. Although that's also a pretty weird bug. I didn't know they could do that. Oh, he does have to win duels now, so we are going to have to, like, teach him how to wizard. Oh, God. The only thing that this really affects is you don't get to see your baby change. Like, she's just constantly needing to sleep. She hasn't developed her ability to appreciate fun because she hasn't learned to do anything. Well, she got a few fine motor skills, but because she never learned this one, it's just prevented anything else. I'm gonna let her sleep for a bit and then we'll try again. I swear they've done it enough, though. What are you doing? He's gonna go swimming. Okay. She has got a little while left on her birthday. He's gonna go cook something. He leaves the kid in bed. I think it's a toss-up, really, whether they managed to do that. What are you gonna make? Some bread? Oh my god, I'm sick of this basement house where I can't move the camera. What are you doing, pork chop? So we've got... How many problems have we had this stream? The baby just doesn't work. The lighting is having some kind of flickering effect. Why is it that when the oven breaks, they never finish making their food? He was taking it off the... The ranch needs me. No, it doesn't. Well, okay. You need to do something about rug. Clean And what is wrong? He doesn't look dirty, but okay.
Just for the mana.
Who has the higher repair skill? Oh yeah, Gideon has some handiness because he's clumsy, so he keeps wanting to be more handy. You do that. Nothing can go wrong.
Oh. Oh.
There we go. It's fine. Oh my god, they really don't get any energy out of this. God, Rug is just terrifying. Well, off he goes.
Oh, cream dough.
He's so angry. Now he's gonna have a salad, okay. Wait. No, clean your sheep. They should let you feed your baby coffee? The creature that lives outdoors. I miss our other sheep that mysteriously disappeared. It's a real shame. He's really sad. I don't feel any sympathy for you. I really don't. You've been an absolute nightmare to deal with. What? Hang on. We need to pick the raid message before, like, it becomes imminent. Let me check. What was... Did anyone say anything regarding, like, the baby bullshit? We could just... The thing that Supreme Mr. Bean said, just yell, don't just leave the child on the floor. I'm gonna pin that and use it. Because, like, nothing else has happened other than that. And it's self-explanatory, you know? Okay, I'm gonna speed forward and... Oh, you need to fill the cat food. Fill the cat food. Right, guys, you have whatever you want to do this evening. Not sleeping. Felix! Oh, he needed to feed her. Okay. No, that's fair enough. Why is he sizzling? My motherfucker of a father who ain't being to stop putting me on the floor on my first birthday. Yeah, that is what happened. Well, okay, so he woke the baby up and now the baby is awake and not sleeping but didn't get fed either. Feed. Maybe we should just cut our losses and age the baby up. It's not going to get any better. Try one last time. Put here. Oh my god! It's literally just pick up, put on floor anywhere, every single time. Nope, picking her up out of the crib now. He wants to cook French toast and how he's doing this instead. Oh, she's calling out for Gideon. Okay. No! Stop it! You... Oh! Where is the one about... Where is... Why can't he read her to sleep now? I don't know what they did, but this is so broken. He's just spawning the intent to pick the baby up every time he moves.
Boonamopsy.
Would putting baby anywhere on the floor help with the lift head milestone? No! Well, you're supposed to put them down, which you usually use the mat for. The mat is like the place where they go when they're not in the crib. Okay, why don't you put her here? And then they're supposed to use this. Like, you can do... I mean, we could put her on the floor and try doing it there, since that's what they want to do so much. Listen, just pick her up. Actually, I'm asking you to actually pick her up and put her on the floor. I'm asking you to do it. Put down on floor. Since you like doing it so fucking much. Okay, this is apparently all you want to do. Now, do the thing where you turn her over and teach her how to sit up on the floor this time. Nope, she just went to sleep. That's it. Okay. I think you might want to repair the dishwasher before you leave the baby there. We can't do anything with the baby. Is that another T-pose? Because she never has any energy. Because she can't stay asleep. Like, it's just wake up and feed, and then picking up and putting down for 4 hours. And then she's too tired to do anything. And our sheep keep on threatening to leave. And this baby is gonna grow up automatically, like, pretty soon. Let's just see if this does anything. Oh, there it is! Oh my god. Okay, maybe there was something to Mr. Bean's suggestion. Maybe there was something wrong with the way the baby sits in the mat that prevented this from happening. Okay, she's gonna use her diaper, that's fine. Why does this one have a fancy rosette around it? What is the dishwasher? Yeah, me too. Alright, look. I know. Just try another one, because I want to see if this will actually work. Maybe putting that giant helmet on the baby prevented her from being able to lift her head. Anything?
We go.
It's not supposed to take this long to do these things. Do another one. Do another one. What does the helmet do? I don't know. We were trying to make her look like she was wearing a spacesuit. I don't know. Anything? Why has this got like a funny border around it? Yay! We did it! Okay, maybe it's indicating that you need to do this. Okay, she can now roll over. I don't know if we can manage to do anything else. I mean, we could feed her and then try again. Feed. But she is like about to age up as well. Maybe we should just never put her in the crib. Maybe that's just messing this all up. I feel like I haven't done right by this baby. Alright, change diaper. Look on the bright side to cheer yourself up a bit. Okay, you didn't do it, but okay. No! We can't afford any more sleeping!
Miss Stevie? Depura?
Alright, that might have to be it. We might have to leave it at that for the development of this baby. It didn't go so well. Let's just... Why is there a pile of fur in here? Let's get one of these cakes out. Congratulations on your top clipper badge, you two. Gideon, you've done nothing but be annoying. Felix, you are the one who is gonna age up this baby. I don't remember if you use cakes with infants. We're gonna just find out.
Ooh, where this soup?
Help blow out candles. This is the last thing I wanted to do today. It's taken a million years, but I'm gonna do it. And then maybe she'll be able to actually get some sleep.
Yama umpatash nubu.
Okay, just before we do this, let's double check what's on here. So, are these in order? She had a bath and a bubble bath and shat herself into another dimension. She learned how to reach up, how to grab things, and how to put her toe in her mouth. And she finally learned how to lift her own head and then roll over onto her back. And that was it.
Hoopla butna!
Alright. She got top-notch infants? Okay. That's the... Okay, I'm kind of surprised. I thought we were going to get the one where it's like, you could have done better. But apparently we got the best possible infant trait. Riggs, all thanks to the cats. I'm going to give this one to the cats, honestly. I thought you needed to get a lot of the milestones in there in order to get good bonus traits. But apparently she did really good. Anyway, Hallie's now a toddler, which says she'll be spending days playing with toys, exploring the world, and learning to communicate with words. The trait that she had, Wiggly, is infant specific, so we now change it into a toddler trait, which is a slightly more advanced type of trait. So what do you guys think is going to fit our toddler? Sorry, I hiccuped. She was wiggly, meaning she was very energetic and wanted to like look around, which was a bit of a shame because she was trapped inside a bunker. We can thank... Do you mean pork chop? The traits that we can pick for her toddler days, I was about to say years, days. Clingy, where they prefer to... They get extra skill when taught by their parents and recover faster when parents comfort them, but they get sad if no one's around for a while. Being a charmer means they're good at communicating with others, especially new people. Inquisitive helps them to gain thinking skill faster, and they like to just, look around and find stuff out. Silly means they're curious and tell jokes and are playful more often, and they get more imagination skill. Independent, they learn better on their own instead of being taught by parents. Fussy is when they'll throw fits more, but if you take better care of them, they get more intense moodlets from it. Angelic, they will never have a tantrum and don't mind like anything happening to them. And wild is like the natural evolution of wiggly, meaning they're full of energy and they get movement skill faster, and they also get sad if they don't go outside. What do you guys think is the most appropriate? This is toddler specific, so it is not permanent. It's just for the toddler stage of growth. What's everyone's opinions? The baby saw outdoors once and once out. I feel like Mars was leaning into wild, one for angelic and then another for wild. Is it between those two? Anyone else have any opinions? I could do a vote on those two. No, it seems like it's just those. I'll do a proper poll because it is like, oh, it is a whole trait. There you go. Just to officially set it going. We'll go between these two. It'll be funny if it's wild, because we will have to like put the effort into getting her out of the bunker more often, which we probably should be doing. Okay, it looks like Wild has taken the lead. I wish I knew how to make that poll show up so that it works on like the actual stream screen. 4 votes on Wild. Okay, it's definitely Wild. There we go. What does she look like?
Boo.
Look, she's walking.
Yes.
Well, stumbling, but yay! What? What happened there? What happened there? Okay. Falls asleep, briefly farts, explodes. Oh god, okay. So yeah, birthday was had. We're gonna put the cake back in our inventory because it's really useful having 10 cakes in there that we can use anytime. Nap on ground. Well, I don't think you should do that. She wants to be friendly with Felix. Alright. Look, she's actually really adorable. We need to change a couple things in her bedroom. She is magic, yeah. We need to stop putting things on the ground. Okay, this awful bed needs to go. You can upgrade it into a toddler bed, but I cannot be bothered. I wish you could sort by toddler only. That's a toddler bed. So is that one. Should we get one like the one we just had? You can get like this wooden poster thing. You can get this plastic fun one with designs on it. I think there's a third. Oh yeah, and then this kind of like traditional kiddie bed. What does everyone think? Any opinions on that? It's the most like the one we had, I'm not sure. Oh no, we had one like this, that the beige featureless. Is there a race car? I don't remember. This is the kind of like a race car one. Is there a monochrome? We need something monochrome for this room, I'm afraid. It has to fit the theme. This one is like the monochrome bed. Let's get that one. It's got like a sunny stripe. There we go. I think that fits. Yeah, this is the Half-Life baby. We know this. She can now use the high chair at least, and we don't need that, so I'm putting that away. We can use the blocks now, however, so let's make sure those are accessible. She can use the doll's house too. You can use the doll's house as an infant, but you have to learn how to, like, crawl before, you know. Right, she can use this bed. I think we'll just have you put her to bed right now. Read to sleep.
Oh.
Don't fall asleep. No, 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 no. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're going to sleep now. What are you doing? Joe, I swear to God. Oh no, he made mac and cheese. Get rid of it. We're not doing that anymore. There we go. I just want to make sure she's safe in bed and then we'll call it a day. Guys. No, we can do the customization of outfits. She doesn't have to be awake for that. I swear, this may be the cutest baby sim I've ever had. She's adorable.
Shoaib. Oh, Quib.
The undeniable allure of Cauldron Mac. I'm sorry, that's the new raid message. We got to use that one.
Exabawo.
I love when you read this, the babies to sleep, because it looks like they're actually falling asleep, but they're going, no, keep going, I'm listening. And she acquired the imagination skill because she was being told a story. Oh, he's gonna tuck her in. Go on. He's changed his mind. Did Felix fall asleep as well? No, there we go.
Closer, go. Mwah. Oh.
Aww. Okay, I think we should have a lot fewer headaches now that she's a little bigger. Someone is really feeling full of himself. It is adorable. Okay, we can now just go over here and go into create a sim, and we'll very quickly customize our baby again.
Aetheri Zacabra.
Yes, thank you for that, Felix. Alright, let's have a look. There she is, like she's standing up now. Oh, no, you can't wear that. We need to see your head. This one's like a bee. Turn into a bee for a second. Okay. Hairstyles. I feel like we can do better than the ponytail is all. Let's have a look. I'm not sure how to formalize this because there's a lot of hairstyles. And I don't want it to be like a big thing where we vote on it. So just like yell if you like one of the hairs, I guess. Oh, we got to vote for ponytail. Okay, let's have a quick look. So it's like wavy. That's like no. She's got quite a sharp chin. Does anyone like any of these? That's just kind of loose, messy. There's like a long hair, like little bun. That's the kind of hairstyle where you think she's gonna ask to talk to the manager as her first words. This was like the baby hairstyle. Before they added a lot of these, this was the only one you got. That's kind of cute. That does not work with her facial features. I mean, I'm ignoring the obvious black hairstyles because she's not the kind of hair type she has. I don't know why there are some hairs that have a different kind of color in them. We're dyeing it, apparently. Alright, what did anyone think about those? That's very floofy. I kind of like the floofy. Guys, should we have floofy? What's that? Ooh, that's a bit severe. Floofy? Floofy scientist baby? Yes? No? Back to the ponytail? It's okay. Not a ringing endorsement. Where was the ponytail again? Which one was it? I've lost it. Little buns? I swear normal children have a lot more hairstyles. Wavy with the hair clip is Mr. Bean's. This one. What does everyone else like? Wavy, which is this one. Poofy, which is this one. Or the ponytail that we began with. It's difficult for me because I just prefer some hairstyles over other ones, so I tend to just lean into the same styles, which isn't what... The ponytail is kind of Half-Life. That is a good point. If this is Half-Life Baby, you know, I do have to consider that. Alright, should we just stick with the ponytail, or what? We had two people say they liked the ponytail. I think I might just leave her. She did, like, pick that. All right, I don't know about the hoodie because I want to be able to see the child. What is this? What does that count as? A sweater? Let's just pick one where... Oh god, she's gonna get so hot. We can't put her in a big sweatshirt, can we? How do we make her look like Gordon Freeman? Gordon Freechman. Okay, look. How about orange for the orange box? And then... Yeah, I was thinking goatee too. These... because she's Felix's baby. Whatever, I'm just leaving it like that. It's not. It doesn't have to be that big of a... Full body. Come on, you need a full body something. That's old lady clothes. A jumpsuit. They have jumpsuits at Black Mesa, so we're gonna give her that. Sleepwear. Take your fucking shoes off. Hamster hoodie. Oh, no, alien. It's gotta be alien. What's the most alien? Yeah. Yeah, Outer Worlds reference. Party. We're never gonna use this. No, I'm doing color crimes. I don't care. Dress. That's kind of fun. Orange overalls for the orange box. I know orange doesn't go with her hair color. It's fine. Swimwear. I like that actually. Purple. It's fine. Cold weather. Ooh. Smart. Oh my god. Isn't that like, where's that from? Lithuania? It's giving babushka. I like that actually, except we need to change the shoes. Have some cold weather. Have some cold weather booties. No, not the boring booties, like fun booties. Orange booties for the orange box. That's the only thing I can think. Hot weather. T-shirt. Orange duck and shorts. Little shorts and shoes. Yeah. And also a hat. I like to give them hats with their hot wear because it's hot out, you know. No, it doesn't even have a brim. Big brimmed hat. Big brimmed baby hat. There we go. Okay, I'm leaving it like this. Whatever. We decided on this hairstyle. The rest is kind of immaterial. There we go. I'm kind of happy with that. The pants are wretched, but it's okay. Oh gosh. Look, it's just it. Oh, look at the monster. But oh, she doesn't look very happy. Go back to bed. It's okay. Go back to bed. There we go. Okay. Next time we really need to pay more attention to the animals. All right. Oh, did I forget to check the changes? Oh, they adopted a cat. Okay. Oh, the Charms had a baby. That was it. Oh my god. Miko is here. Okay, when we load in next time, the first thing we're doing is greeting Yai Miko, who is standing at the door. I'm saving the game. Thank you everybody for coming. Check out my Blue Sky that I've just put in chat for what I'm doing next week. I'm sorry I missed out on one of my sessions this week because I was feeling unwell, but we'll get back to Dishonored at some point next week. But I think one of my slots is also going to go to the new Guild Wars 2 story. They're finishing up their graduated release expansion, and I'd like to be there on the ground floor for it. The yellow shirt with the cowboy pants are nice. It's the outfit with the normal blue jean pants that was rancidly 40-year-old adult. Okay, if both of you agree on that, please remind me next time. I will go back in and fix whatever that was because I've already forgotten. But I'll go and fix it if you can remember to tell me next time. But yeah, I'm hoping I will throw some Guild Wars in there so we can see what's happening in the new update. And then we'll be back at this on the weekend. Remind me, I'm greeting Miko for some reason because she's here. And then we'll fix the child's outfit. And then we'll get back to 3E is like staring at this milk bottle. More toddler gameplay. We will begin Gideon's new aspiration. And then, I mean, it might be time to finally use all their money and, you know, get a new place to live. Although we really can't leave until we get the kid to play on this play thing. So I guess we need to wait for her to age up again before we can actually leave. But it's on the table now. They have a lot of money. Miku wants Haley as an idol apprentice. That's terrifying. Miko, stay away from our child. Okay, I need to just grab the raid information real quick. Don't leave. I want them to see that I have a great big raid coming. I want my friends to be proud of me. We are going to head on in as usual to Veggie BL Tales Bad Game Bingo Sunday Special, where they play bad games and you can use a bingo card to mark off slots and win at bingo. Raid. Oh, come on, I thought I copied it. Raid. I can never spell that. There we go. And if you would please, oh, I meant to copy this. Oh, no problem. Thank you everybody for coming. This is the stream message if you wouldn't mind. I should have copied that before I did the oh my god. Raid GBL tail. Come on. There we go. Yeah, thank you everybody for coming. Please hop back in next week when I'll do more streams. And yeah, everybody have a great rest of your weekends. Bye.